It's a rededication years in the making as the UE Loyalist plaque is set to be honored again.
I'm here at the Cornwall Community Museum, where a special ceremony will be taking place later this summer. To talk more about it is Brenda St. Louis. Welcome, Brenda.
Well, thank you, Gabe. I'm so excited about this. We've been wanting to do something like this for a long time, and it's going to be an event that's taking place. It's a Sunday on August the 12th, and we're rededicating the UEL Loyalist plaque that's been hidden, I guess, for quite a while. Beautiful plaque, and it's open to the public. And we're really looking forward to having a good attendance for this. And we've had a lot of help from Jennifer de Bruin, whom I know that people would know from her writings. She writes historical fiction, and she's a very, very devoted person as far as museums and historical societies go.
Excellent. So just remind our viewers when and where this is all taking place.
It's taking place August the 12th. It's going to be right here on the grounds of the museum and Historical Society, and we're expecting reenactors. They're not going to do reenactments, but they're going to be dressed in their costumes, so people get a feeling of what it was like way back then when this place was called, Cornwall was called Johnstown, and it was settled by UE Loyalists who came over right from around this area. And so we haven't talked about that for a long time, and we really want to get the message out.
And just leading up to this event in August, the museum, of course, is open for tours all summer long.
Definitely, definitely. And I think we want to get that message out because, I mean, people can come in the summer. It's open every day. So, and hopefully this will be something, this event will familiarize people with the area, the grounds of the museum. And
perfect. Well, thank you very much, Brenda, for joining me, and hopefully the day on August 12th is a huge success.
I hope it is. We're looking forward to it.
And joining me now is Jennifer de Bruin, author and historian. And Jennifer, you also have a local connection to UE Loyalists. Can we start off and tell us a little bit about that?
Well, I'll tell you, I was born in Cornwall, Ontario, and this is where my family still lives. So it's certainly, you know, my hometown and the place that I'm proud of. I'm actually descended from over a dozen Loyalist families of the area. So that's sort of where my involvement in the United Empire Loyalist Association of Canada comes in.
Excellent. Now, looking forward to August 12th, what are you hoping to bring to the festivities?
Well, we really want to highlight what some of our early history is here. Certainly, we have such a rich and diverse history. My maiden name was Lalonde, so obviously I'm French descendant, but I think that it would be nice to see more of the United Empire Loyalist history brought forth, particularly in this exact spot, which is the original Loyalist landing for those that resettled the Cornwall area. So it's going to be a good opportunity to share that part of our history.
No, absolutely. And kind of on that note, a lot of people probably aren't familiar with the fact that there is even a plaque. So maybe talk to me a little bit about the history of that plaque and why you decided to rededicate it.
So I don't know a lot of the history. I do know that it at one time was on the old Cornwall Post Office, which of course is now the Cornwall Public Library. Certainly it is in itself a historic item to recognize the landing of the United Empire Loyalists in this area. Both the King's Royal Regiment of New York and the Highlander regiments, which settled, of course, more maybe in Glengarry County and their families. So it's a nice opportunity to take an item that was in the basement, which commemorated such an important part of our beginnings here in Cornwall and the area, and be able to bring that back to life. But not only that, just, you know, bring it a little bit more into the spotlight, because there's certainly lots of interest across Canada and the United States about the history that we have here locally.
All right. Thank you so much for joining me, Jennifer, and hopefully a lot of people make it out to Cornwall Community Museum for this rich part of this area's history.
Great. Thank you so much, Gabe.